you just getting through life and you no longer even know what you believe in and stand for in life, then it's time for a transformational journey. It's time for self-development, personal development, transformational. It's time for a transformational journey in your life. And it can come in all different kind of ways. But you want to ask yourself, how good am I at adaptability? Do I run from change? Do I look at change that change can be good? Do I look at change as part of growth? Do I look at these things? How good are you on integrity? Is your integrity, does it cause positive actions or negative actions? And sometimes integrity can cause negative actions because you are forced to make decisions that need to be made. Like, say, for instance, if you are in a management position at work and you're forced to make a decision and it's based on integrity because you know something is wrong and something is not going on right, so you make a decision to be truthful. And in that decision to be truthful, well, you know some things that were done that were not right will have to be exposed. But you were put in that position to hold a position. You were put in that position to hold a position of integrity, to hold a position of trust. And so how good are you? Will you just do what everyone else wants you to do just to get along and be liked? Or will you do what you're supposed to do? And that's something to think about. What is your worth ethic? What is your worth ethic? What is it? You know, are you reliable? Are you responsible? If someone tells you, okay, I'm going to give this work to so-and-so because I know it'll get done and I don't have to worry about this deadline. It's time sensitive. Is this person reliable? Are they even going to show up if I give them this work? I already know this person is going to show up. This person is responsive. And not only are they responsive and on time, but they're also responsible. And that goes a long way in the world. Okay, what does quality of work look like? Can it stand for who you are? Like, say, for instance, a person continually gets something written at work, and they get something written at work, and they look at, wow, this person's statement of work is not only good, but this person's statement of work really represents who they are. And I can tell when they come in the room that I can just about tell that this person right here, they wrote that. I can just about tell that they wrote that. It is not about what you have on. It's how you walk in the room. It's how you hold yourself in the room. Some people think clothes make them. Well, you can have a person with a $1,500 suit on and another person with a $300 suit on, but you still can tell the difference if you're really into it, who really represents this statement of work of helping this company get to the next level. Are you disciplined enough? Are you determined enough yet to get this job done with pride and a positive attitude? Or are you always complaining? They're always putting this on my desk. I'm tired of doing this. I'm tired of getting the bulk of the work. Okay, but now it's time for you to change that thought process. Keep on coming, keeping it coming. Because guess what? I won't always be on this job. I'm going to learn what I need to learn, and I'm going to build my portfolio of who I am. I'm going to build my resume, and I might even go past the resume and start thinking about opening my own business. I've learned enough. I've got the pride. It looks good on my resume. The time, I put the time in. I spent 6 years in this profession, and I know what I'm doing, and I know how to do it, and I know how to be successful. And so instead of complaining, turn it into something for growth. That's the growth process. The podcast today will be available. This podcast, we still got a long ways to go today. This podcast will be, this particular one about what we're talking about, the circle of life, that will be on the coaching platform. And when we get started, helping you understand who you are and what type of coaching is going to be best suited for you. This is what this actual segment is going to be about. And then we're going to take this segment and kick off our platform, the Circle of Life, because that's where everybody has to start at. We have to find out what you need, how you need it, when you need it, where you're trying to go, what it is you want to do. And in the end of all things, what do you want to accomplish and what really helps get you to the next level? And there are things and tools that we have for that in health coaching and life coaching. And sometimes it's not just always about being successful. It's the things that make us successful, even attributing to our health as well, because you need your health. You need balance. And so some of the things that we're looking at is your vision, What are the vision tools we're going to use? The goal setting, the intelligence of goals, the goals perspectives, the goal discoveries. And we do that through worksheets. What are motivational goals and how do we get there? It's all in you and unlocking it and getting it out of you, helping you brainstorm. What are your goals brainstorming tools? Okay. And what are the goal success boosters that you need? What are the success boosters that's going to give you a boost to get you to the next level? And those are all within some of the work that we do in life and health coaching to get you to the next level. But guess what? It's already inside of you. We just have to help you get it out. And these are discovering obstacles and working through them, uncovering the why of the why behind your goals. And that's very important. What is the biggest why of why you're doing what you're doing and why are you setting these goals? And that's really the driving force of who you are. Why? And everybody has their own why. They really do. Everybody has their own reason. Everybody has their own ideology of what makes them who they are. You know, I'm so excited about this course. It's been hard to keep it a secret and get the work done, but guess what? We did. We're in the process we're actually in the process of setting up the processing system to take payments online for the life coaching platform that's on our website. And at that point, it's a go. If you go on today, you'll see you're at the login page. It's there. And so that means we're getting ready. So we just need to attach the payment processing system. And then it's a go. And so we're slated and we're going to be on time doing it. So in our life coaching platform, I'm working with you personally and online. We have a set amount of clients we'll work with every 90 days. So let's get, we want you to know that there's downloadable exercises for you to do, worksheets, all different kinds. I can't talk about everything that's going to be in there because I'm blown away by what all we've been able to do, capture, and how we're reinventing the platform. I'm excited about it. And so with that being said, let's get to part 2. So I want to read an article to you I read. And it actually is 2 articles. I mean, 2 really good articles that I read. And I was like, you know what? I'm bringing this one into the podcast because this is all about that circle of life. It talks about that. I want to read something that was an article in Northwestern Medicine in relation to relationships and the role of relationships to health. And the article is called Why Healthy Relationships Are So Important. And we're going to go all the way through the circle of life. And we're going to give you all of the ideologies behind some of this, where it's relatable to you. Okay, so let's get going. So let's get started with the article, and then we still continue to break down every part of the circle of life. Okay, why healthy relationships are so important. As humans, the relationships we form with other people are vital to our mental and emotional well-being and really our survival. This one is really good. Humans have an inherent desire to be close to other people, to connect and build relationships. While a man stranded on an island talking to a volleyball, you remember that movie, isn't necessarily healthy. His compulsion for company is that because of the fact of the matter is healthy relationships, romantic relationships, friendships, familiar relationships, they all count. And they can help make for a healthier overall life. But exactly what does a healthy relationship look like? A positive relationship can be shared between any 2 people who love, support, encourage, and help each other practically as well as emotionally in no particular order. People in healthy relationships tend to listen to each other. They communicate openly and without judgment. They trust and they respect each other. They consistently make time for each other. They remember details about each other's lives, and they engage in healthy activities together. It doesn't mean just the significant other. In all kind of areas of your life, family, friends, and significant others. I'm putting that part in there, family, friends, and significant others, okay? So don't just think that. And while you don't have to be romantically involved to enjoy the benefits of a healthy relationships, there are various studies on the positive effects of a healthy romantic relationship can have on your health. Here are a couple benefits of healthy relationships. Some are specific to romantic relationships and others aren't. less stress. Being in a committed relationship is linked to less production of cortisol, a stress hormone. This suggests that married or paired people are less responsive to psychological stress because they work with one another. That's why. And that's the social and emotional support that comes with having a partner can be a great buffer against stress. There's even evidence to suggest that couples who cohabitate are happier than those that don't. That's number one. Number two in the article is better healing. Whether it's having someone there to remind you to take your medicine or having a partner to take your mind off the pain, research suggests married people who have undergone heart surgery are 3 times more likely to survive the first 3 months after surgery than single patients. That's something. That's something right there. Married patients also reported feeling more confident about their ability to handle post-surgery pain and were less worried about the surgery in general. A little emotional support can go a long way toward helping people recover from a procedure or an illness. Healthier behaviors. Healthier relationships set the perfect tone for an overall healthy lifestyle. If your spouse, friend, or other loved ones encourage eating a healthy diet, exercising, not smoking, etc., you're likely to follow in those footsteps. It's a lot easier to take on healthy behaviors when you surround yourself with people who are doing the same. And that's the truth. And a greater sense of purpose. It's natural for humans to want to feel needed and like they're part of something bigger. Many people strive to feel like they're doing something good for someone else and improving the world in some way. Being in a loving relationship, no matter what kind, can give a person a sense of well-being and purpose. In fact, it's possible that having a sense of purpose can actually add years to your life, and it really, really can. It can. And so this it was such a good read for me, and I liked it, and I'm going to keep going. I really, really liked it, okay, because you do live a longer life. And also, speaking of adding years onto your life, research suggests that having healthy social relationships make a bigger impact on avoiding early death than taking blood pressure medication or being exposed to air pollution. One study even suggests that a lack of social relationships have the same effect on health as smoking 15 cigarettes a day. So if you're secluding yourself and you're being a loner, let's find out why. Everyone is unique. They have their own needs and desires when it comes to relationships, handling stress, and living a healthy, meaningful life. If you're the type of person who enjoys being alone, that's okay. But in attempting to make a couple close, relationships could mean noticeable benefits to your mental and physical health. Sometimes having at least one good person or trusted coworker, therapist, counselor to help walk you through issues like social anxiety, depression can end up being more than worth it. It might be difficult, but it also might be exactly what you need. Even just having 1 or 2 strong, healthy relationships in your life can have a positive effect on health. And that's powerful. So to me, case in point, we relate this to family and friends in the circle of life, bringing you relevant information from a reputable source regarding relationships relatable to health. And so that's how we relate relationships to health. And I didn't want that part to come from me. I didn't want it to just come from me. I wanted to give you a whole different opinion and authority that could write this so that you could hear that really relationships keep us healthy. Even people, this is coming from me, even people who have pets and from lonely, they live better, happier lives with their pets when they're just alone because they have something with them. They have an animal with them. And so animals bring out the best in us also, like say, for instance, people that would just ordinarily sit and then you see those people walking their dogs and they're doing consistently. They're doing something about their health. They're getting exercise. They're happier. They're laughing with their pets. They're talking to their pets. You know what I'm saying? They're taking responsibility. They're more active. They're making sure they're caring about someone besides for themselves. They're making sure their pets eat on time, go to the doctor on time. They're making sure their pets are happy, play. And so we need this interaction in life for us to be healthy. We need social interaction, period. So let's talk about number 2. Number 2 is your mate. It could be husband, wife, however you want it to be, significant other. For many, this is the beginning of a lifelong commitment. Like, say, for instance, your husband, your wife, building a life together. When you really meet your real soulmate, someone you could look back over the years and realize what we have been building together.